Hey everybody, welcome back to another Codex review on the Codex station. My name is Dan Kelly, and today I'll be reviewing the 7-issue miniseries Identity Crisis. It was published by DC Comics between August 2004 and February 2005. It was written by Brad Meltzer, with pencils by Rags Morales, inks by Mike Bair, colors by Alex Sinclair, letters by Kenny Lopez, and covers by Michael Turner. The story is after the murder of the elongated man's wife, Sue Dibney, some former members of the Justice League reunite to hunt for her killer. And along the way, there are some dark secrets from the League's past that come to light. And not everybody in the story makes it out alive. And the story really focuses on mostly the B-level characters, the heroes, their family members, and some villains as well. The story it's a great mystery. It's got a lot of twists and turns in it. The artwork is absolutely amazing and really captures the emotion of the story. There is some good action in it, some good fight scenes. There's an especially great one between the League members that are hunting for Sue's killer and Deathstroke. But at the heart of it, the core of it, there's really a lot of emotion in the story. And Rags Morales' art really captures that, especially in the first issue when Elongated Man finds his wife's body. Just the absolute despair and sadness that he has is perfectly captured. The story raises a lot of morality questions about what you would do to protect the people closest to you, how far you would go. And it really explores the idea of loss and what that would drive someone to, not just to prevent it from happening again, but also what it would drive them to seek justice or revenge, depending on your point of view. When it came out, it was a very controversial story because of some of the ideas it raised, because of how it depicted some of the characters and what it did to some of them. But I think looking back, you can really appreciate how good the story is and some of the subjects that it tackles. The only downside, I think, really is that you would be better off knowing some history of the DC universe and who these characters are before you jump in, because there's a lot of characters that show up and it doesn't really explain who they are. It is expecting you to know who the characters are, their powers, their backstory, most of that. Some of the main players, it does delve into it, but for a lot of the other characters, like I said, you're just expected to know who they are. But overall, even if you don't, I'd say you could still read the story and get a lot out of it. So overall, I would rate it a 9 out of a 10. I would say it's definitely a must read, and it's full of a lot of action. But like I said, it's also a great mystery, and it's full of a lot of emotion, sadness, and just a really fantastic book. So this has been another Codex review on the Codex station. I'm Dan Kelly. You can find me on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art, or you can search hashtag Dan Kelly Art. And until next time, I'll catch you all by the spinner rack.